Pokemon is traditionally a game that is meant to be played over long stretches of time, but I'm built different. When I play a new Pokemon game, it just consumes me, and I don't stop playing until I'm the champion. It probably says a lot about my gaming habits. Since I've graduated college, I haven't had the time to spend playing my favorite games. But recently, I got fired from my job, and I found myself with way too much time on my hands, which inspired me to catch up on some of the Pokemon games that I've missed in the past years. I landed on a golden opportunity to not only play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but to stream it for 50 hours straight, and it broke me. I was nervous to play it due to the overwhelming negative reviews. Since I wanted to experience this game like I used to as a kid, I picked my entire team beforehand solely based on their design. No prior knowledge of their typing, movesets, or abilities. This is how it went. This game lets you customize your character just like a MapleStory NPC. Then the game begins as usual. Or so I thought. It takes 2 hours and 23 minutes to get done with the tutorial. So what happened between then? I picked up this duck. Saltine is the middle child here. He lacks attention, but he is underappreciated. I met my rival, Nemona. She's kind of like if Goku was reincarnated into the Pokemon universe. She just won't shut up about battling. Caught a stupid dog named Al Gore. I became friends with the legendary box art Pokemon, and I met this guy with mommy issues named Arvin. I got a perm, and I beat Team Star. That was just a tutorial. Okay, we're starting the fucking game. I started with Victory Road featuring Nemona, thinking that this was the meta. I want to become the champion, right? Once the gates were open, I was free to explore the Paldea region. I heard that the graphics were bad, but I just thought people were over-exaggerating it. The textures, ass. The frame rate, yeah, it's skippy on occasion. The concept, I mean, it's there. Did Game Freak deliver though? Exploring the world is really fun, all things aside, and I love riding around with Koraidon, running into new Pokemon I didn't know existed, and the contrast of each area in comparison to one another. After some running around, I discovered wild Terra battles, and I got my shit cooked. That was so embarrassing. You know, the only thing I could really do was jump. Oh my god, wait, that's possible? Wait, your Rotom catches you? I don't know what I expected to happen, but it wasn't being caught by my tiny little Rotom phone. I did more Paldea soul searching and randomly found this sad-ass dog. I took a short break after accomplishing what felt like nothing to hang out with a couple of viewers, which was the only co-op experience throughout the entire course of this marathon. And honestly, I highly regret not taking more co-op breaks because they're so fucking relaxing. Sandwich making is by far the best thing to ever come to Gen 9. Can we squeeze some mayo? I guess we squeeze it. Pickle, pickle, pickle. Okay, a little watercress and cheese. All right, I think we're good. There's our bacon, ham, cheese, watercress, basil, pickle, and so much more. There's literally so much on that sandwich. Holy shit. A tasty Abby original. Fucking Abby original. XP point power is a fighting rock and raid power ground. In the midst of my hangout sesh, my viewers led me to this little stream of water where I caught my next team member, Shrimp the Flamingo. This Pokemon is a Mr. Don't Judge a Book by its cover, because it's probably a top 3 mon with its insane attack and speed stats and the Scrappy ability. Scrappy allows you to hit ghost types with fighting and normal moves, plus Intimidate is no more. I ended the co-op sesh, and of course, you know I couldn't keep going without a honey bun break. This is Cortondo Town, home to the first Shim. To be honest, none of the towns in Pokemon Scarlet felt explorable to me, so I just didn't do it. Like, I'm not sure if it was just the pressure of trying to finish the game in under 50 hours, or if they just felt flat out plain to me. Probably a little bit of both, but all things considered, let me explain how the gyms work to you. You have a unique trial, and then the gym leader fight. I could have battled some trainers in here, but honestly, I felt like I was way over leveled anyway, so I just went for the gym badge. The gym leader, Katie, has a cute design, but you know gym battles isn't about who has the most swag on. It's all about drive, power, and I guess base stats or whatever. My son Shrimp swept every single Pokemon on her team. With a new badge in hand, it was time for some more exploring. 5 hours deep, I came across this shiny crystal, which ended up being a half waste of my time. Not only was it a combi, but it was a fucking male. But you know what wasn't a waste of my time? After doing some training against some random trainers, it was time for Saltine's first promotion. I skipped past a bunch of trainers since they were boring and went directly to catch my next mon, Banhammer, the Tinkating. After a successful 7-hour day of Pokemon, I decided to take a break and look back on some old memories of mine. Prepare for the cringe, baby. Dude, I fucking hate this. I love it and I hate it. Oh, man. Cali today? I'm actually going to Cali. Like, I am 18 here and I talk the same. Yeah, I used to brush my hair like Justin Bieber. Sorry. It was so bad. In the airport bathroom on some shit. Like, what is this even good, dude? This is so bad. So fucking bad, man. Day 2 consisted of my morning coffee and a quick selfie with Chad. I made my way into Cascarafa City for my second gym badge. I did the forced deed of bringing the Brokey gym leader Kofu his wallet and got attacked by his soy boy assistant, who gave me a pretty rough time, all things considered. But of course, you know my son Shrimp carried the fight, and Al Gore evolved. This battle against Kofu was easy. Not for me though. I got swept by a Barracuda and a Coral Doug trio, and my entire team was only able to KO one Pokemon. I trashed this whole Victory Road only plot and decided to help Crybaby Arvin with his Little Nat Geo project. Getting there was interesting. It's so easy, man. It's so easy. It's just like HMC. It's just like HMC. That's it. Just look at the boulders. Look where they're going. Oh, you're going there. All right. I'm going to go to the left. Oh, y'all are hitting the middle. Let's see where you're going. Oh, wait. What the hell? You can just break these? Dog, say less. This is a Titan Pokemon. And no, they're not going to eat you. These all work with the same formula, but are somehow more interesting than the gym battles. So I took on the Open Sky Titan named Bombardier, which Al Gore was somehow able to solo. If you thought round 1 was enough to take it out, you are completely wrong. There's always 2 rounds to Titan fights. Solo the Titan by yourself in round 1, and then in round 2, yeah, Arvin decides it's time to help out once he sees that you've broken a sweat. And we had no problem slaying the Titan in a couple of hits. Believe it or not, this is actually the main storyline of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I promise, may God murder my children, it is the best plot you have ever had in any Pokemon series, ever. Arvin discovers that this Titan was munching on some mystical Zaza in the cave. He takes a sample, makes us a sandwich, I feed it to my giant lizard, and we part ways. Then I get a phone call from Mommy. Professor Seda telling me Koraidon received some new powers from the herbs and can now swim. Look, before I get spanked by Kofu again, I decided to put on my bullying suit and make my way towards Team Star. Hold on a second. Oh shit, who is this? Okay, Icon, you got that shit on. Alive. I mean, this definitely can't be Director Clavel, right? Honestly, I love this plot because it truly resonates with me. As someone who is a victim of bullying my entire life growing up, I wish the teachers did something about it. And I love that these kids stood up for themselves, even if the school deems it wrong or whatever. I'm stopped by a grunt who challenges me to the easiest fight ever. I gotta run through the grunts inside the actual base. I found this super boring in my opinion, and you don't even gain XP for battling all these mons. After a win against 30 different Pokemon, it's finally boss time. This is Giacomo. Giacomo has 2 Pokemon. A Pawniard, which was a pretty easy KO, and a fucking Starmobile? This first fight isn't all that bad thanks to Banhammer, who tanked a majority of its hits while I spammed Draining Kiss. So I swapped her out for Shrimp, who finished it off with Low Kick. With the first boss down, I'm rewarded with a TM and League Points, which is dubbed LP by Penny, who's the shy little nerd from the beginning of the game. I'm back for my revenge against Deep Pockets Kofu. I fucked up and led with Al Gore, knowing I would get outsped and O-code, so I switched into Banhammer, who took the O-co anyway. So I switched back to Al Gore, getting only 1 spark off, which was pretty underwhelming. Godard was sent out to chip damage with Bite, and I sacked him to revive Al Gore. I figured I could counter Veluza's water type moves with Saltine, but I suffered a fucking crit. I couldn't help but feel like things were looking grim, and I just had to keep pushing. Shrimp came out and cleaned up Wug Trio with a slim chance of hope and luck. I had to strategize and come up with one final plan. I used a much needed super pod on Shrimp, knowing this thing is eyesight. But somehow I miscalculated one important thing in the end. It Terra'd to a water type. This is where I started to pick up on the gym battle format. I can't lie, okay, you always learn on the second mistake, so I had this in the bag. Crabominable misses Crabhammer, and low kick does an absurd amount of damage. But everything came crashing down. Out comes Al Gore for one last miracle. Spark doesn't do enough to KO, and somehow Al Gore avoids slam. And with all things against me, Al Gore carries us to see the end of Kofu's gym battle. What am I doing right now? Where am I? Hold on. Dude, I hate the map. I absolutely hate the map. I think it's so inefficient. It is so inefficient, man. Okay, so I need to go through the Steel Town, clearly, to get to where I need to be. Alright, I guess we're going here then, instead, because it's closer. Oh. I have to go around. How do I get there? If I want to be able to get there, I have to go through this cave, but then I have to go the long way around the cave, so that actually means I need to go this way. So, the thing about this game, right, is that it's open world, but it's not. You are for sure allowed to skip up to this part of the game right now. But, maybe skip the trainer battles if that's your thing and catch an over-leveled Pokemon. Because this is not the intended route. There's a certain route you're supposed to take. So I had to come up with a new plan. This whole playthrough is blind, so, I'm not supposed to know anything about the game. So I made the great smart choice of fighting this fucker, which went as well as it could. It was time to switch gears and take the other gate outside of Messagoza. I got some battles in for free XP, picked up a couple of items, and met up with Arven for another Titan fight. I think I could have been just a little bit tiny over leveled. But after the fight, just like last time, we collect the Zaza inside, which is the sweet herb, and I give it to my hungry lizard. But then, Arven reveals his little tiny secret. This is Masbostif. This dog means everything to him, and this shows his soft spot for others. Arven also reveals Area 0, which talks about the origin of these Mystica herbs. Koraidon receives a new power-up that allows me to dash, which is a huge time save. So I kept going through this other side of Paldea, which led me to Artisan, and you'll never guess who just happens to show up here at the gym. The one and only Nimona. She challenges me to another battle, and of course, I embarrass her. The gym test in Artisan is kind of wholesome and fun. While obliterating one of these Sunflora, Banhammer evolved. After catching all 10, it's time for the real challenge. This is Gym Leader Brassius. Shrimp swept every single Mon single-handedly, except for Sudowoodo, which was a 2-hit KO, but it still stands. This was one of the easiest gym fights ever. After earning my 3rd gym badge, I get stopped by Vegeta. Lets me know that they run this entire organization, and I gotta let her know she's doing a terrible job. But at least she looks good. My next big goal was fighting the Fire Team Star member. Per usual, I meet with Clive, talk to Cassiopeia, and take on the Team Star Gate Protector. I auto-battled the 30 Pokemon inside the base, and the real fight begins. This is probably the first and last time you'll ever see me breeze through a Team Star base. I reaped my rewards from Penny, then I did some more battling while on my way to Levincia. Out of every town so far, this is probably the most lively and interesting one. Not to mention, this is my first time checking out one of the shops that was in stock with some battle items. So I picked up 1 black glasses and 1 black belt. These 2 Elite Four members stopped me before my next fight. They've been introducing every E4 member, including the champ, right in front of your face. Honestly, not a huge fan of that because it takes away the element of surprise. But hey, I mean, now that I know, becoming the champ is not the main goal of this game. One of the more interesting gym trials is here in Levincia City, and the gym leader, Iono, is ironically a streamer. The goal of this gym trial is to play a game of Where's Director Clavel for a few rounds. In between each round of that, I had to battle some Pokemaniacs, and I gotta be honest, I love the character design on the Maniacs. Afterwards, I challenged Iono. I led with Al Gore, and man, he put in some real work for this fight. He was able to down Iono's Waltrell, Belly Bolt, and Luxio all by himself. Then out came Miss Magius. It's just really funny because I have talked so much shit about how easy and predictable these gym fights are, and I straight up disregarded the Terrasilize here. And you know, I switched out to Godard, which was a huge misread on my end, or whatever. I tried to set up with Hone Claws and even wasted a Terra on him. Unfortunately, it was all a waste of time because Charge Beam finished him off, and I really felt like Godard was just a useless, sad little pup at this point. Banhammer specifically was able to clutch out of not just one, but 2 Confuse Rays to finish off Iono's ace Pokemon, Miss Magius. After another sleeper gym fight out of the way, it was time for the 3rd Titan Pokemon, the Alaskan Bullworm. And you know, this fight was just too easy for Shrimp, of course. Another Titan down, another Zaza in the bag. So obviously, 21 hours in, my team felt super overleveled, and I thought to myself, yeah, this game can't get any easier. So I took my talents to Tag Tree Thicket, home to the Poison Team Star base, which is protected by a little tiny kid in a suit. I moved into the base and almost got my shit handed to. I had to heal after every 1 to 2 auto battles, and I just wasn't sure why. Until it hit me. No, this guy's wearing the ham robe from RuneScape. You can't wear that. This might be a pretty horrible team to go up against. He had painted nails and you don't? Are you jealous, Mud? I kind of am, yeah, I kind of am. Shouldn't do shit to me. Very nice. Oh my god. Oh, I think we sweep. I think we sweep. I'm dead. Okay, I have to kill here or I'm dead. And I don't know if I kill here. Oh. You have one of your own? Why? I have speed. What the fuck? Don't flinch. Thank God. Please use something stupid. Fuck me. I think it's over, man. I couldn't even get to the stupid Starmobile, and I was severely underleveled and underprepared. So it was time to get back to the drawing board. Just kidding, I bought items and really tried to brute force a win, and lost every single one. At least the second time around I got to the Starmobile, but I was stopped in my tracks. I was so confident that I would win on this next try. So confident that I bet my chat 5 gifted subs to the first person I found live on Twitch. And it went like this. Wait a second. Hold on. Let me cook, chat. Let me cook. X items are so broken. Post Gen 5 free sword stance. Shout out to all the non-believers. You're about to get all your points fucking ripped out of your ass. It doesn't affect me. Wah. Kind of smexy though. Hold on. Not really. It's okay, I tank that, basically. Fuck me, man. I don't want to flame charge, but I used all my X items. See, it still did nothing. It still does nothing. Dude, it's okay. Doesn't matter, GG's. Okay, so then I Aqua Jet here, and then on the next Mon, which is going to be Muck, I am going to dig with Al Gore. Where are you? I'm up against this Poison Ham Cloak boss. Something like that. Dude, the fact that that doesn't kill is beyond me. What fucking ever. Oh my god. Okay, so I dig here. I don't get poison here. I'm gonna fucking... Fuck me, dude. I don't know what to do. I think I revive Al Gore, I guess, and then I outspeed, right? Let's do a full heal just in case, because a crit doesn't kill me, I know that. Dude, I swear, if I get critted again, I'm actually gonna restart the battle. I'll gift 5 subs. I don't care. Please get a high roll. Oh my god, it didn't kill. I should have aqua jetted. Oh, but Sludge Wave would have killed me, and now I win. And I still have Flamigo in the back. Do I outspeed? Do I have any revives? Dude, I brought no revives. What a L fucking streamer. Okay, I die here. I feel like I had more Pokemon last time when I attempted this first. GL's all around. No poison? That is just really fucking awesome. Minus speed. Bless. Alright, Shrimp. Come on, baby. Itera Wing Attack. Oh my god, dude. Not the fucking capture card. Why is it doing nothing? Why do I feel like this is doing nothing? Don't crit, please. Oh my fucking god, I hate this game, dude. You'll never believe whose stream I'm going to.
Them that image. Why? Wait, Mud. Wait, Mud. Thank you for the tier 1 gifted. That's crazy, dude. That is crazy. Was it because of the feet photo? Was that because of the feet photo? I just lost against a boss in Scarlet Violet. I'm sorry. Wait, was it a challenge that if you lost, you had to gift subs to somebody? That's crazy. Yo, thanks chat. Thanks guys. Insane timing too, because I just showed what Voltorb's feet would look like. By the way, let's analyze it.
I trained, I prepped, and it was time. I lead with Banhammer, who can wall the Skuntank Sucker Punch and to avoid Toxic. I spammed Metal Claw in the hopes that I would get an attack boost, but you know how cursed streamers are with their RNG. Next up is Reveroom. I sent out Shrimp, who was decently overleveled and could outspeed. Reveroom took huge damage with double kick, and then I used low kick to finish it off. Next up is Muck. I wall this thing with Banhammer, whose only threat is Mud Slap. I use this chance to heal up Shrimp, who needs to be fully healthy for the Starmobile. Anytime I'm on low health, I just heal till Muck is gone. The Starmobile uses Spin Out, which gives me a -1 speed advantage, but that all goes down the drain with Flame Charge. I really didn't want that to happen, but it's not a huge deal. With Banhammer sacked, it was time for the star of the show. I begin using my Terra and go for Wing Attack, which the Starmobile responds by spamming Noxious Torque. Noxious Torque. I was able to spam healing items every other turn and hit with Wing Attack to just barely secure the win. That went as smoothly as possible with the amount of training I had done. I felt like I had the 2012 Miami Heat on my back, and I decided we were ready to rematch the stupid Titan Pokemon. Surely I wouldn't have a problem after all that training, right? Well, you're actually right this time. I was able to finish round 1 the best I could. Round 2 with Arven was a bit bumpy with Saltine as my lead, and I couldn't even get a single hit off. Then stupid Arven Scovillain uses Scary Face, which honestly doesn't do any justice, but whatever. I threw Shrimp out there, who of course does a majority of the damage. I send out Al Gore after sacking Shrimp, avoid Razor Spin with Dig, and finally, Scovillain uses Razor Leaf, helping me out. I revive Saltine while sacking Al Gore, hoping for Saltine's redemption. Then I finish it off with another Aqua Jet. This is probably and most likely the one and only fight Arven will ever carry me through. Arven theorizes that maybe Koraidon had some trauma that's preventing it returning to its true battle form. Thanks to the Herba Mystica, I got one of the coolest Koraidon abilities in the game. I accidentally ran into this random Tauros, so I battled it and Godard evolved into the sad, useless, big pup, Mudskip. I really hope this guy can redeem himself at least a little bit in the future because I honestly just sack him every single fight. I battled an Oinkalone to evolve Saltine into his final form. I caught my next and last team member, Citadel. This is Medali, which is one of the few towns I kind of explored. The gym trial is actually pretty unique. They ask you to order a secret dish. Look, I'm so serious. If my Pawmont was on death row and the only way to save him was to find the secret dish clues, I would just start cooking Pokeblocks for his last meal and join the firing squad. I made my way back to the restaurant and finally ordered the secret dish. As a result, killing everyone inside the restaurant. Anyway, this is the gym too, I guess. After a well-deserved honey bun break and chatting, Al Gore's true form was finally revealed, and it was time to avenge those poor diners. And you know, I did, ironically with Shrimp at a restaurant, who destroyed every single Mon, except for the Staraptor. So I got Saltine to clean it up, and with that, I had my 5th badge. But you know a gym badge isn't good enough for Nemona. Look, I am trying my best to calculate how the fuck Nemona became a champ at some point because the bar must be really fucking low. I got my shit together and headed straight to the little island in Casaroya Lake. And no, I didn't find the Titan Pokemon, but I ran into this stupid bug while trying to explore the area. Can be. How do I go to the top? Is this broken? Like, actually? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Okay, nice. Look, when I tell you that there are some small things in Scarlet and Violet that turned off the experience for me, this is what I mean. Like, it didn't ruin the game, but holy shit, they couldn't have ironed this out after a couple of years of its release with like an update maybe? I don't know how game development works, but I just feel like this was so lazy. So after that waste of time, I took my ass to Monten and Vera. This town features one of the most iconic tests ever. Moist critical, baby. Besides that, the actual gym test battles were a fucking joke, and yes, including the gym leader, Rhyme. I had a full type advantage and might have been a little over leveled, but I'm not even gonna give you a play-by-play of this fight because there really isn't any. I rode my high over to North Province area 2. I came here to take on the next Team Star member, who in my opinion has the best character design of all the members. The hair, mask, and boots, I fear she ate. Per usual, I ran in with the first 3 Pokemon on my team. And I had to heal a bunch, which should have been a forewarning, similar to the Poison Team Star base. But hey, a win is a win as far as I'm concerned. She might be my favorite Team Star member. I'm glad I saved her for last. Oh, I still have one more? Fuck, I should have saved Riri for last. Damn. Okay. All right. Damn. Okay. You didn't need to flex on me like that. What the fuck? Yeah. There's no way I outspeed. Complete and utter bullshit. I need to check my stats actually. I don't wall this for shit. All I'm saying is if Saltine is outsped, then I'm cooked. That hurts. Jesus. No way I get outsped? No way? Let's go. Let's go. It's huge. Fuck me, man. Riri is fucking slapping me around. Dude, this thing? It does. Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. No, of course. Of course. Look, for whatever reason, I was so tilted, I pulled out an old deck of Pokemon cards, and I asked my chat to pick a random card to rip up. So, you know, I spent the next 3 hours losing, trying new stats out, refusing to train my team, losing, wasting items, training, losing, until hour 31 rolled in, and I came up with a genius idea, leading with 2 X attacks and 2 X speeds. Look, X items are so fucking broken, it is comical. I was able to outspeed every single Mon on her team. Just to make sure Aries Starmobile wouldn't OHKO me, I terrored on Annihilate and just kept the sweep going. And then 3 hours of pain. It was all over. Finally. I decided to call it a night there and prep for one last big push to the finish line. I had to start the final morning off with another selfie, and my goal today was to wrap everything up. I started the day in Glaciato Gym, starting the test. Or at least I tried to. Nothing more exciting than a pre-test battle against Nimona. I swept her team again. Anyway, this gym test was super fun. Not to mention, I became a world record holder. Glaciato's gym leader. He is fucking gorgeous. Grusha leads with Frostmoth, and I just assume that it's a part flying type due to its wings. So I cleaned it up with Godard using Crunch. Beartic was sent out, so I countered using Shrimp's Low Kick, which was an easy OHKO. Same with Satitan. Here's where I wish the game's miraculous AI would have kicked in, by throwing me a curveball against Altaria. It Terra's Ice, which I easily predict. I Terra'd Fighting with Shrimp versus Altaria for an easy 2-hit KO using Double Kick. I decided to march on over to Alfornada Town for the final gym badge. And I think I saved the best for last. Dendra is the head of Emotional Pilates, and unfortunately, it doesn't matter if you do it correctly or not. I had perfect runs and was still forced to battle against random trainers. This is Barbie Girl Tulip. She is obsessed with makeup. Godard was an absolute dog in this fight and ate her whole team up. They're all Psychic Pokemon. So I Dark Terra'd using Crunch every turn, and no bullshit, I OHKO'd every single Pokemon, walking out with just a scratch, and securing the last badge. I showed up to the final Team Star base to clean out 30 Pokemon. Then it was time to fight the leader, Ortega. Little tiny Ortega led with an Azumarill. Not gonna lie, I was just over Team Star fights at this point, and I figured I was just a little over leveled enough to sweep, but yeah, I was wrong. I sacked Saltine using Acrobatics, and switched into Algor to finish it off with Discharge. Wigglytuff was sent out, so I switched into Banhammer to wall this thing. Started with a Fake Out and finished with Gigaton Hammer. To avoid the Gigaton Hammer recharge, I switched into Shrimp. And I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I sacked Shrimp and tried to finish off Dash Bun with Algor. Cause I'm a wild dog, you know what I mean? I woof woof, I bark. I do that barking shit. Why are you feeding Mons to this thing? Because it's a dog. It's hungry. What do you mean? So I sent out Godard, who thankfully tanked Play Rough to finish it off. Per usual, the Starmobile was the last Mon. And of course, on the last team fight, I just learned that moves like Toxic, Fake Out, Nuzzle, etc. don't work on this thing. So I've been kind of wasting my time. I ran through a cycle of Gigaton Hammer back to another move. Rinse and repeat to beat Ortega. As careless as I was, this could have been really bad. But as I've said countless times, a win is a win. Game is game. 41 hours in, all that's left is the final Titan Pokemon. So after round 1 versus Dondozo, it swims to the bigger island next door. I met up with Arvin for a double team effort, and we took care of Dondozo lickety-split. Well, that's what we thought. Tatsugiri was not as easy as I thought it would be. The first and last of its kind, a combo meal Titan Pokemon fight. The Mystica herb is harvested and Masbostiff is good as new. Cassiopeia revealed that the boss of Team Star wants a battle in front of the school at night. The big reveal's finally here. This is what I worked for. He reveals that he is, in fact, Cassiopeia of Team Star. The director comes fully stacked with 6 Pokemon and leads off with Oranguru. Saltine gets hit with Yawn and spammed acrobatics till this thing falls. Next out came Abomasnow, which 2-hit KO'd with Banhammer's Gigaton Hammer. Out came Houndoom, which was an easy 2-hit KO again, using Saltine's Aqua Step. The 4th Mon was Gyarados, which wasn't a huge issue thanks to Al Gore's Wild Charge. I finished it off with Banhammer's Fake Out, and the 5th Pokemon was Poltergeist, which was an easy OHKO thanks to Godard. And the last Pokemon in the back was Meowscarada. Of course he terrassalizes and Godard falls. So I tried to counter with Tighten Up, which was almost a KO. Out came Banhammer, who used Fake Out, which was fucking useless. So you know my son Shrimp had to come in the clutch. Clavel reveals he's actually not Cassiopeia, which was a huge shocker, and was apparently just testing my ability to defeat the real one. I made the mistake, or I guess masterpiece, depending on what you want to call it, by freestyling, all because I promised my chat I would do so if I beat everything in the game.
She said, I'm a Blaziken the way I put it in. I gave her the sky uppercut and then I double edged till I slammed it in. Huh? I wear the masquerade, but I'm not no fucking masquerade. I just ran up another 100 barrel like I beat the champ again. The director said their name was Klein, but it seems pretty asinine. They say I'm a master, but I'm only 10 years old. Is anyone gonna ask me if my hair really red though? This is Pokemon Scarlet, but I'm not no motherfucking Violet. I got this game for a sub goal. Beat it under 50 hours. I got a job on the way, but I don't give a fuck about the pay. I want to do the streaming shit like I gotta make it my own motherfucking way. That's it. That's it. That's bars, baby.
Sheesh, I'm so sorry for that. But let me catch you up on Arvin's plotline. Arvin reveals a little bit of his history with Professor Seda, who's revealed to be his own mother. Seda has been missing from basically all of Arvin's life to focus all her time on research. Seda reveals to both Arvin and I that she's currently stuck inside of Area Zero. She needs the Scarlet book that Arvin has, a couple of friends so we don't die, and she wants us to finish her own research. Arvin mentions that he's scared of this place and would rather not go back since Mudskip was injured here. As a final preparation for Area Zero, Arvin challenges me to a battle against him. He leads with Greedent, who tanks a close combat from Al Gore, and an Aqua Jet. I switch into Banhammer to counter Toadscruel, and missed play Rough, which, that hurts. I lost Tighten Up, Shrimp got poisoned too. To be honest, it was looking terrible against Arvin, but luckily Shrimp sticks out the kill and learns Brave Bird, which is so huge. Out comes Cloyster, and I use Godard to get a crunch off, plus revive Al Gore and Shrimp, to which Al Gore cleans up Cloyster with Discharge. Garga Sodium Chloride tanks a close combat, and Al Gore falls to E-Quake. Shrimp closes it out with Low Kick, and out comes Scovillain, which is one shot by the new Brave Bird. And the ace, Mass Boston, tanks the fucking Low Kick, and out goes Shrimp. Saltine finishes the match with Aqua Jet, and Arvin reveals that the two allies for Area Zero would most likely be Nemona and Penny. Afterwards, I ran to the school courtyard to find out the real Cassiopeia. Penny, aka Cassiopeia, challenges me to a battle. Who's got one of the best soundtracks in the game, easily. If you couldn't tell, her whole team is the Evolutions. She leads with Umbreon, so I sacked Al Gore for a close combat, and finish it off with Banhammer. I 2-hit KO Flareon with Saltine's Aqua Step. Jolteon tanks Tighten Up's Ice Spinner, and after Tighten Up is sacked, I sent out Banhammer to clean up this Mon once again. Out comes Vaporeon, so I sent out Saltine to revive and heal Al Gore, which was a fucking mistake apparently, because my dumbass decided to use Discharge that Vaporeon tanked. Leafeon, of course, was an easy OHKO thanks to Shrimp's Brave Bird. And lastly, Penny's Acemon was Sylveon, which was an easy KO thanks to Banhammer's Gigaton Hammer. Director Clavel realized that these kids actually improved the school, and he hasn't seen a drop of bullying since. As punishment, he dropped all the threats against Team Star and forced them to join the school as staff members, to use their bases as training facilities. As for Penny, she got offered a free job after graduation, after revealing that she hacked into the Pokemon League point system, which was the way that she was rewarding us for beating each team's star base. She gives me Draco Meteor as a way of saying thanks, and then it was time to run to the Pokemon League, which doesn't have a victory road. I go inside and I'm asked to take an interview. Rika confirms I have all 8 gym badges. They ask me a couple of questions and I somehow fail the fucking interview? Look, I'm not gonna lie, some of these questions gave me the sweats. I made a bet with my chat. I wasn't allowed to lose to a single Elite Four member or there would be major consequences. It was time to prove the haters wrong.
Now then, let's get this started, huh? I'd say I'll go easy on you, but I'd be fucking lying. Think fast, dumbass. Dude, the gloves are such a cool touch. I'm gonna go ahead and switch into Shrimp, which might be a good or bad thing. Next, I'm gonna check Whiscash's weight. 52 pounds, not that heavy actually. See, I told you the ground type was coming, baby. It's such an easy read. Double kick would be nice. Brave Bird is gonna do the most damage here, and I think we're gonna run with that. Whiscash has a lot of defense though. Yep, a lot of defense. I saw it coming. That's completely fine. Future Sight, that's gonna hurt. That's definitely a huge hitter, for sure. Nice crit. Good double kick. Easy clap. First Pokemon is done. Alright, man. Sending out Camerupt. Oh, that's such a random mon to send out. 3? Oh, wait. Okay, that's perfect. I'm switching. Oh, dude, my presence is so... Fuck, what? Aqua Step. Alpha Step. Good RNG then? Yeah, I guess so. That's too bad. That is way too bad, man. That's so fucking... That's sad. Sad, bad. Wah. Let's go, baby. It's so easy. It's so fucking easy, dude. This is a sweep. Yeah, sure. Oh, holy shit. Oh no, Sandstorm. Oh no, what am I gonna do when I get buffered? Fuck yeah, Music Monday? It's fuck a fan Friday, actually. Oh, I'm gonna Terra, and I'm gonna terrorize your fucking life, idiot. It's so cool you made it this far. No, I don't need any coaching. I'm gonna fucking pummel this little tiny little baby into the ground, bro. She's never going to want to battle anyone in the entire world ever again with her little lifeguard key that's sitting on her little chest. It's just not gonna happen, bro. It's never gonna happen. She's gonna fucking hate her life. Well, Pinhead. I'm gonna fucking pummel this little tiny little baby into the ground, bro. Okay, gotta be rock type then. All rock type. Okay, we got a wild charge. Gotta use the best move. Very nice. Hit with recoil. I might die here. Iron defense. Are you fucking stupid? Discharge. You're gonna survive. Because your stupid little iron defense. Oh, look at me. Oh, look at me. I can defend with iron. That's so cool, buddy. Really glad you could do that today. Discharge is a special move mud. Oh. Ah. 397 pounds. This thing is gone with one low kick as long as I outspeed it. It is cooked. It's fucking cooked, baby. Fuck! Oh, getting sturdy with it. Oh, shit. Bye-bye. I'm gonna revive my little crunchy crunch. It's so easy, man. Does this game still have the affection mechanic? I think. Asking the wrong person. So easy, he says, as he revives a Mon. I never said that there's no reviving or anything. Got your ass, baby. Mr. Larry is a part of the Elite Four. Didn't I just beat Larry's ass not too long ago? Unfortunately, at my gym, I use normal type Pokemon since they have a lot in common with me. But well, the boss told me to use a different type here. So if you have any complaints, please take them up with me at La Primera. God, dude, he just like me. Let's go, Larry! I think the obvious choice here, I just switch. I don't want to risk Al Gore dying. Oh, I beat a 7-year-old child, dumbass kid. We heckle chat. Is that the one? Read the chat slowly. I have so much trouble doing that. Get cooked. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. I die here? Yeah. Fairy is more broken than dragon? So true. It's the new dragon. It's what sweeps you and Akko in random battles? Wait, what the hell? Revelation Dance. No defense, baby. You got none. You ain't got nothing. Oh, dude. Shrimp check. Shrimp check, everyone. Shrimp check. That kills. One shot. You ain't got no defense. What? Don't use an attacking move. Okay, well, now you're absolutely cooked. I just got out-shrimped. Wrap it up. Wrap it up, baby. Bro got that shit on, though. I don't know who to send out first, so I'm gonna go with, I don't know. I feel like you might have dragon Pokemon. What if you do? What if you don't? I am Hassel, the dragon guarding the... You can't make this up, baby. You actually can't make this up, baby. I guessed it from the start. I just knew it. It's so easy. It's predictable, man. Will I ever do a Nuzlocke? Only if Paladin coaches me. Because I suck. Wait. Oh. I forgot. Steel is super effective. That's too bad. Womp womp. Play rough and you die. I resist that. Easy GG's. Oh god, you wall the shit out of me. I'm getting the shit fucked out of me, man. God damn it. Sorry. I mean, I'm losing, chat. I'm losing. Flapple. I can't remember who this... Oh, wait! What a cutie pie. Era? That's too bad. It missed. What the fuck? Are you part fighting type? Grass type? Bax Caliber. It's in the water right now. My line's in the water. Hold on. Reel it up a little bit. Reel it up a little bit. Reel it up. And then get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Oh, shit. Chat, am I cooked? I think I need a fully heal. I can fake out, though. I can fake out. I can fake out first. Please don't crit. Oh.
Dude, on the last mon, baby. Holy fucking shit. I'm throwing for content, guys. I'm throwing for content. Dude, this music about to be so banger. Oh my fucking god, dude. Look at Vegeta. You sending out a bird for your first mon? Godard! Get out there. That hurts. Ugh. Nice Oko, baby. Nice Oko. We gotta give our dog some treats. Get fucked, loser, he says to the children game. Brave Bird should be a dub. So easy, dude. So easy. Supreme Ov... That's bullshit. Dude, what a bad fucking mon to bring out. What do you have next? Shrimp Supremacy, baby. I'm gonna Wild Charge. When I die, I'm gonna switch into Tink, which is Banhammer. And then we're good. Then we're good. Because it's Water and Dragon, I believe. This will be neutral? No, it's not. What? Wait, huh? It's the Barracuda? Oh, big dog. See you next fucking game, bro. See you in the next generation. Alright, man. Whatever. I guess I'm cooked. I guess I'm cooked. Alright. I can't believe I outspeed. What the hell? I thought this mon was so fast. Aren't Barracudas so supposed to be fast as fuck? Shrimp for Avalug. I probably shouldn't. But I'm going to. It's 1,000 pounds. No way. Used Avalanche? Okay, very nice. Please Terror Rock. Please Terror Rock. Please Terror Rock. You're terroring Rock. Oh my god, you're so stupid. You actually cannot be this stupid. Alright, with Stab and Terra, do I kill? We win. We actually win. You were so easy. Somehow easier than the Elite Four. Look, some of these fights were incredible, but I just thought that the Elite Four didn't mesh that well. I'm not even kidding you. This was the most underwhelming champion fight I have ever done. But you know, that wasn't the real champion fight or whatever. I swear this girl always wants to steal the spotlight after I get my flowers, and I'm just so fucking sick of it. So yeah, of course. Nemona wants to fight after I just busted Vegeta's ass. Pause? Rev up those fryers, trainers. The true champion. Nemona is so pog, true. Why don't you go ahead and get you a little hot dog or something? Maybe a little sandwich? A little Costco hot dog? Earthworm? Dude, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Are you serious? He's so for real. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, I'm cooked. I'm about to literally sweep you under the rug. Like I don't know who you are. You don't exist to me. Palmot? Isn't Brave Bird just gonna be neutral? Oh, fuck. Fuck that dog up. Never mind. Yeah. Oh, no. I should have terrored, man. Should have fucking terrored. It's okay. This is gonna kill. Please hit. Please hit. Please hit. Please hit. Yes. What the? Double shock removes your typing? At the cost of using a really powerful move. That makes sense.
Look, I'm just gonna say it. They gave Dunsparce an evolution because they felt bad. They felt really bad. What the hell? I still live. Goodra. Alright, baby. It's time to tighten up. You know what the fuck it is. I should have known I was gonna get attacked first. And then I could have used Avalanche. I would have been double the damage, and then... I would have killed. Actually, would have killed. Alright, well, since I'm gonna die here, this is a perfect time to set up my lovely one and only. My child. Alright, I get set up with Aqua Set, and then I use that, and then my speed goes up. Ugh. And then I sweep the last Mon, and it's GG's. Skeledirge. This is all down to my last Pokemon. We're gonna fight with everything we've got. Alright, dude. It's been real Nimona. It's been nice. It's been fun. Thank you for having me. Thank you for battling me all these times. Thank you for giving me all the XP you gave me. Unfortunately, this will be the last time that you and I battle. And the last time that you use Skeledirge against my stupid Saltine. You're dumb. And you're done. Oh, fuck. Maybe not. Maybe not. I cooked a little too hard. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. I win, I win, I win, right? I win, right? Let's go! Let's go! I did it. Flawless. Flawless victory. No losses in the Elite Four. No losses against the fake champ. No losses against the real champ. All three so easy. I was under-leveled. I also didn't do any training. The only people I had trouble with were Team Star. Nimona, Penny, Arven, and I all meet up together. Professor Seda asks us to take Koraidon and jump off a cliff. I just could not believe Game Freak. At the bottom, Seda reveals that she's stuck inside of a lab, and it's our job, of course, to rescue her by opening 4 locks spread throughout Area 0. Oh, and great, Koraidon won't come out of its ball. We reach the first lab and battle against a level 62 Glamora. So it's revealed that these labs were made 87 years ago. I press the button and keep moving. At the next lab, I'm teamed up with Penny, who helps me fight this weird-ass looking fusion Jigglypuff named Screamtail. Seda reveals that some of these Pokemon in Area 0 are ancient, literally. There's a time machine at the bottom of Area 0 where Seda's at. She reveals that it's theoretically possible for humans to travel back to the past, but unfortunately, it's impossible to return to the present. Seda acts really sus here and tells Arven that she'll explain everything when he reaches her. At the third lab was a much smaller Great Tusk compared to the Titan I fought earlier, and the battle was easy peasy. We get inside and Seda tells us that Koraidon is in fact an ancient form of Cyclizar, but she wasn't able to bring more than 2 Koraidons across. We made our way to the last lab in the area and it looks like a fucking mess. This giant crystal is the Zero Lab. The crystals surrounding it are revealed that they can alter living things and improve machinery, which are the same ones made for the Terra Orbs, which are used in battle, but only a few people know about this. Before opening the gate, Arven talks about letting Koraidon out of its ball to find its home or family, which ended up being everything but a family reunion. A bunch of the Titan Pokemon run out of the gate, which sparks a huge fight. Nimona and I take on the first bunch, which is a level 64 Great Tusk. Then, Penny and I battle a Brute Bonnet. Lastly, Arven and I wipe a Fluttermane clean, which makes way for me to run inside the lab. Is she dead? Is she knocked out? Is she sleeping? What the hell? Are you an android? No. Back to your ball. That one is less tractable and more far aggressive than the one you've traveled with. Your Koraidon fled Area 0 because it lost to the other one in a territorial struggle. Oh, come on, man. Come on, dude. You lost to that shit? I'm afraid there's something for which I must apologize. I am not the true Professor Seda. You don't say. You don't say duh. I am an artificial intelligence the professor created, imbued with her memories and knowledge. In short, I am an AI-powered robot. Papa Skip, the reason why I asked you to come to me is because I have one last thing to do here at the Zero Lab, and I desire your help. In short, I wish for you to put a stop to the time machine the original professor created. Wait, what the hell? That's kind of awesome, actually. Any questions can be addressed as we make our descent. Follow me. What is an AI, really? What happened to the real professor? As I explained before, the original professor no longer exists. During the destruction of the research station, her physical body received grievous injuries that left it unable to sustain life. I'm afraid that this fact may be difficult for her son, Arvin, to accept. I now manage the Zero Lab in the original professor's place. Papa Skip, you have become a formidable trainer. Now use that strength you have gained to destroy the dream Seda once cherished. I appreciate your willingness to help. We have reached the lowest level. Holy shit. You know what the irony is? Is that the AI is more human-like than the actual Professor Seda. This is the time machine we perfected using the power of the terrestrial phenomenon. To stop the time machine, you will need to use the Professor's ID, which has been embedded within the Scarlet book. It was like the Professor put the final key we would need in that book of all places. She loved that volume since childhood. If you place the Scarlet book upon the pedestal here, you will be able to stop the time machine. There's just one issue. If you try to stop the machine, I will most likely attack you. What? Artificial being that I am, my own desires can be overridden by the system's programming. Once that happens, I'm afraid I will become no more than a battle machine, bound to defeat anyone identified as an obstacle by my code. My battling abilities are peerless. They are built upon analysis of all the battles carried out by the various champions of the Paldea region. Having seen the bond between you and your Pokemon, however, I believe you can prevail. Once you have readied yourself for this fight, please place the Scarlet book upon the pedestal. Dude. Whoa. Whoa. Dude. We have to kill her, man. Initiating emergency shutdown. Access denied. Shutdown command overridden. Initialization. Oh my god, I can't talk. AI Seda switching to sleep mode. Activating offensive protocols. Please, defeat me. What the hell? At last? At last my dream is within reach? Why is it all fucked up? And you're not getting in the way. She just caught a random mon? Ooh, this is so good. I got literal chills, dude. I have literal chills. Seda is fucking tough. She has all of the ancient Pokemon dubbed Paradox Mons. Slitherwing tanked a ton of Banhammer's hits, and next up came Screamtail, which I was able to sack Godard for Banhammer to clean up. Shrimp 2-hit KO'd Brute Bonnet as expected, then Fluttermane came out. And holy shit, I should have been cooked. The AI choke came through. I honestly think that Sandy Shock has one of the ugliest Paradox Mons designs. Tighten Up did most of the heavy lifting for Saltine to Aqua Jet for a quick win. And last, out came Roaring Moon.
The laziest Paradox Salamence design. I sacked Godard to make sure Banhammer was ready to squash this thing, and then I ate Earthquake to one-shot it with Play Rough. Seda won't stop losing after the first battle. This fight was 100% plot armor and consisted of a bunch of positive fanfare text and Seda complaining about losing. And then my Koraidon, the submissive one, actually fucks up this alpha. Professor Seda thanks us for stopping the AI program and reveals a sense of humanity to us. She also says she's going back to the past to fulfill her lifelong dream. And here is when it broke me. Dude, I feel so bad for Arvin, bro. Dude, that is so sad. I don't know why. That's really fucking sad, man. And that, folks, is my sub 50-hour Pokemon Scarlet and Violet adventure. There's so much more that Scarlet and Violet offers, I'm sure, like the DLC, but I feel like I've had my fair share. I have a bunch of other games I would love to marathon, and if you like the sound of that, please go follow my Twitch at the Mudskip. Join my Discord to stay updated on all the events I do outside of this YouTube stuff. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.